I love you with my heart, with my soul, with every fibre of my entire being. Together we can make this world a much more harmonious place. How you doing, guys? So today I'm going to share the #1 secret to unplug from the matrix, to stop this mass mind manipulation that's been going on for so long. But why do we have to do that? Who is trying to control us? We know that there's the media, the television, the hype, the bullshit that comes out through our screens, across the airwaves, in magazines, in newspapers, that is geared towards instilling fear into our consciousness, to try and eliminate our freedom, because after all, freedom is a state of mind, and those that try and control this game are pretty good at what they do. However, you are powerful. I am powerful. We are all powerful. And the power is contained within us to make the right choices every single second, moment to moment, as the game unfolds around us. We are the game. There are large numbers of extraterrestrial races, some good and some not so. And there are extraterrestrial races that work with our governments. They would have our many governments across the world believe that they're on the same side, with the same agenda. But ultimately, there is no longevity within their relationship, because the ET races that are working with our governments ultimately want to control them too. But they're good at what they do. Manipulation is at the top of their game. We live in a holographic universe, and holographic inserts can be slotted in and taken out within an instant. Look at the Twin Towers. You know, all of those videos would make you think, believe that planes actually flew into those towers. But that's not actually true. No planes ever flew into those towers. But yeah, it looks so realistic. And billions of people all over the world believed and still do believe that planes flew into those towers. You can see videos on YouTube, on various different sites of planes flying into those towers. But that's just a holographic insert slotted in to our consciousness. And most people bought the lie. Maybe you did. I certainly did at the time. It doesn't mean you're stupid, it doesn't mean that I'm stupid. It just means that we bought into the facade because we weren't aware at that time and we didn't know any better. We have a soul matrix. A matrix, a web of cosmic lights. A tapestry of information that's interweaved throughout all things. across this 3D reality and other realities beyond that, different densities, other frequency bands, where there are other beings living, playing and doing whatever they're doing. Everything is connected by this web of light. And this web of light, this interconnected train of energy, of love, is what we want to stay connected to. But there's also another matrix. A matrix that's been created by beings that have the aim to control our planet. And they've created this matrix around our planet, and their aim is to unplug us from our divinity and plug us into the matrix that they can slot information in to feed us bullshit left, right and centre, to keep us in fear and to control us. They unplug us from one and plug us into the other. And we've been plugged into the other for so long now as a human family. When so-called atrocities happen around the planet, fear just ebbs and flows through this holographic matrix. We think things, we feel things, and we believe these things. And we need to step out of this matrix. The red pill or the blue pill? Which one are you going to swallow? You get to choose. No one can choose for you. But before you can choose, you've got to know that there's a choice to be made. Because if you don't know there's a choice to be made, you just think that everything's the way that it's supposed to be. And this is how they brainwash society. Controlling us with money and food. Fuel. Different resources that we believe as human beings that we need to survive. You are the power, my friend. You are love. You are energy. You are light. And it's time to unplug yourself, if you're not already, from this man-made matrix, this government ET constructed matrix that certainly does not serve you. And plug yourself back into the matrix that's going to activate your divine blueprints, activate your superhuman healing abilities, activate your superhuman abilities full stop. Unlock those dormant genetic light sequences that are contained in your DNA. That the government and the ET races that are controlling them don't want you to unlock. Because as soon as you do, you become free. You realise your own power, the full extent of it, and you are uncontrollable. You cannot be manipulated. There is one secret, and one secret only, and it's not even a secret, it's just the way that it is, that can stop you being influenced, railroaded, blindsided, manipulated into being a subservient being to your masters, when really and truthfully there are no masters. This is your game. This is your creation. This is your reality. You get to choose, always. And the key to it all, the secret sauce, is your feelings. Your feelings hold the key. Your emotions are the answer to unplug you from the matrix. When you're inside of your mind, you're up the river without a paddle. When you're in your body, when you're in your heart, you're in charge of the most powerful vessel on the planet. You. Why do you think for so long, as long as you can remember, you've been told not to express your feelings? Don't cry. Nobody wants to hear you. Don't cry. Big boys don't cry. Crying's for the weak. Don't be so angry. It's not good to be angry. Be quiet. Don't laugh so much. Children should be seen and not heard. All of this bullshit, man. You know, your parents were indoctrinated and so were their parents, and it's not their fault. The teachers have been brought into the game. It's not really their fault. It's no one's fault. There's no one to blame. You, my friend, have to take full responsibility for where you are in your life right now, for everything that's unfolded, everything that's unfolding, and everything that's going to unfold moving forward. You must take full responsibility for everything. Once you do, you'll become unstoppable. You'll create a foundation for yourself to springboard from and leap in any direction you wish. To unplug yourself from this crazy game and start creating new rules, a different playing board, bring in a different set of players, and create freedom for yourself and humankind. Create a loving, compassionate world where everybody cares, where everybody shares, where everybody lives from their hearts, from this space of unconditional love. When you live in your hearts, you get a sense of clarity, a greater sense of awareness. Your consciousness expands, and you start to use senses over and above the 5 limited ones that you're told since you're a little boy or a little girl that is all you had to see, to smell, to hear, to taste, to touch. They limit you. What about all of your other 360 plus senses? Contained across a frequency band of emotions, a multitude of emotions, a multitude of feelings, an infinite number of feelings that allow you to tap into the invisible world of divinity, of beauty, of love, where you see the truth beyond the illusion of form. Start to feel your way through life. When someone presents you with some information, don't absorb that information, question that information. Don't question it with your minds. Don't question it with your thoughts. Question it with your feelings. Feel the information. Feel it deeply. Bring that information into your heart. Feel the vibration of that information. Whether it's a picture, some words, some writing, sounds, whatever it is, question it. Feel it at the deepest possible level. And if it feels good, if it resonates with you, question it again. Feel it a little bit deeper. Bring it into yourself and feel it. Sit with it until you get clarity around the situation. And then, my friend, make your decision. Go and find a video on YouTube of the Twin Towers. Feel it. Watch that video and feel it. You'll know deep within every cell of your own being that what you're watching is a holographic insert. Humanity is plugged into this drip. It's like when you go into hospital. You got a drip in your arm and they're feeding you through that drip. Liquids are going in through that drip. Water and whatever other fucking chemical bullshit is going into that drip that you don't know about. That's what it's like with this human race. This one human family that we are, plugged into this man-made mind matrix. We're on a drip. They can insert a piece of information that can filter out to billions of people in a heartbeat and trigger emotional responses, thought patterns, thought frequencies that send us into fear, anger, jealousy. We're like puppets on a string, man. Are you going to put up with this shit anymore? Or are you going to reclaim your power now? Not tomorrow, not in a few hours' time, but right now, my friends. Start feeling your way through life. Live inside of your heart. Question. Question what you see. Question what you smell. Question what you touch and you taste and you hear. Give yourself the opportunity of a lifetime to become free, to step outside of this man-mind matrix and plug yourself back into your original blueprints so you can realize your power, become free, and be the extraordinary human being that you are. And know this with the depths of your soul, with every fibre of your being. Only you can make that choice, brother, sister. I love you with my heart, with my soul, with every fibre of my entire being. Please subscribe to this YouTube channel now. Share these videos with your friends, with your family, with your loved ones. Together we can make this world a much more harmonious place. I love you so, so much. Love is the key to a better world. Love changes everything. When you love, every cell of your being will smile. Thank you so much for watching and listening. Please share these videos. Please subscribe. I look forward to sharing with you again real soon. One love, my friends. You are extraordinary. Don't ever let anyone tell you any different. Live from here. Peace and love.